because you're really the observer. Remember that. Your job in life is to be the experiencer. The person experiences this joyful opportunity of the great taste of food, the great taste of, the fresh air, the great excitement of moving your body around and doing all kinds of exercises. So if you can get in the state that there is no rock, there is no hand, there is no such thing as something that could happen to your hand as you went through the rock, and you picture that you can get through the other side, and then you let the energy flow through, which is what Vishen was talking about, what you can call it spirit, or you can call it all the space that's around you. But really, the energy is what's moving everything. Remember, Einstein said energy's everything, but how do you access it? Well, these techniques allow you to do that. And then you go through, and then everybody goes, wow, but it makes a big crash. But what happened was the energy did it. You, as a physical being, don't need to do it because you're being supported by the energy. Now, how do you know you're being supported by the energy right now? How do you even know that? Well, your heart's beating, right? And when you go to sleep at night, are you really asleep, or is your body working like crazy? It's working like crazy. And your heart's beating now, and everything's really going on because of energy. Really, you're just sort of having this wonderful opportunity to experience in life. It's pretty great, huh? However, how do you have the experiences you want to have, right? So that's what I wanted people to find out. And so he said, you know why we decided to train you? He said, because I said, I went down in my heart space. And I said, I really don't know. So here I was, multiple degrees, surgical degrees, special degrees, research degrees, discovered diseases, discovered treatments, published in journals, and I got to tell somebody on the other side of the world, I don't know. But I did. I said, I don't know, which he says, right answer. Because telling the truth will set you free, right? And you've heard that, but when moments when it's crisis, you don't want to tell the truth. When you're in the middle of an argument, you don't want to tell the truth. When you're in the middle of having to leave some job or something, you don't want to tell the truth. But Vishen will tell you that every time you make a decision, it's really what's truthful, and it's, write this down, win, 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 good for you, good for another person, and good for the environment, then it's going to be supported by the energy. It's going to be supported by that white side of the yin-yang symbol. And so finally he said, good. And then he started telling me about my life. And that's something you'll find out, that you'll be able to discover whether you believe in past lives or in this lifetime, certain instances in your life that were important. He went back in my life, and he's never been to Louisville, Kentucky, which is where I was born, and told me all these stories about my childhood. So the fact is, he was able to read all that through me, which is a talent he trained me, and you'll learn that ability also. It's prescience. It's not uncommon. Neither is reading auras. All that stuff is sort of just fun. The important thing is, can you get the life you really want to have? Can you get physically stronger every day? Can you get smarter every day? Can you find your soulmate? We specialize in soulmates. So I finally came back. Now, this is what happens if you don't get more energy. So energy is everything. What happens if you don't water a plant? If you put it in the closet and you don't water, no sunshine. It's the same thing with us. So that's why everybody's out here going, what supplements my sunshine? You are the antenna to bring in the sunshine that's all around you. And these techniques, as I went around the world and taught them, this is just me in one of the cities teaching it. And this is just some of the energy, just showing you that somebody wanted me to demonstrate by the ocean what it was like that day when I was out there with the dragon. And so I'm just showing them with the energy that's about to knock me over, and they're all behind me feeling the energy too. But you can feel that every day. That's what's going on for you. So I came back here to the United States and Europe, and I ended up treating all kinds of people, both professional people in sports, NFL, NBA, NHL, people going to the Olympics, people that, what I found out with this energy, just like Vishen was telling you, when you're in your best state, you make the right decisions. So what's the number one problem that all venture capitalists, all CEOs, all startups, all people just starting in high school would like to do is make the right decision. Now, did you know that in the world today, every 20 seconds during the school year, somebody drops out of high school for good? So that's the level of their education. Now, if they could get this energy, doesn't matter what we have people now in many of my programs that haven't gone, didn't make it through high school, but they're being tremendously financially successful because it's within you to do that. You don't need a book. You need to pull in the energy to be able to make it happen. So this is somebody who went from 0 to 10 to 100 million. And so a lot of people ask me when they get here, how can I work with you? And so this is a guy who invented this wonderful clothing company. You may have heard about it, Spiritual Gangster. These are just people that have worked with me. This is Dierks Bentley. You might know him. Why don't we stand up and do, he does his practice all the time. He's a famous musician. So stand up and let's just do this. Raise your hands up in the air. He does this all the time at his concerts. He used to start out with concerts and just be small rooms. And now he does 15,000 of them, and he does these practices right on stage. So take this hand, put your hands up here, and put your hands together like this, and turn around like that. Now, watch me if you can see that my neck is very relaxed. So relax your neck, keep your hands up like this, and take a deep breath. Now wait, not just one breath, two. Not just two, your lungs are bigger than that. Three, and then reach up and let your neck relax. And then one more. And then slowly release your hands. But don't let them come down until tomorrow. Don't let them come down. Let them come down at their own pace. Let the energy bring them down. Let the energy bring them down. Close your eyes and see if you can feel the tingling of the energy as it's permeating your body. The energy's around you all the time. You just have to ask for it. You have to access it. Ask and you shall receive. So just let the hands slowly, slowly, slowly. See, my hands haven't come down. Now, what's holding my hands up? Same thing holding your hands up. The energy. It's not nothing. This whole thing that we call air and space, it's really nurturing energy. So let it come down. Just keep your eyes closed and just feel your hands coming down slowly. Probably your hands won't get tired because the energy is what keeps you going anyway. And we used to do this exercise sometimes, and you would, an hour, and your hands would just be like this. And you feel great because you're pulling the energy from the earth. Can some people feel the energy in their feet? Focus on your feet for a second. See if you can feel just a little bit of tingling, and then let them slowly come down. Slowly, and then bring it to your heart space right here. That's it in front, and just hold it here. Make a little goal, like you want today to be fantastically, experientially expanding, because the world's always expanding or contracting. Did you get it? There's two places you're always going to have to choose. That's the crisis that you have this lifetime. The opportunity is it's always expanding or contracting. So let's expand and take in some more energy now. So let's go up one more time. Again. Again. 3 breaths. Come on, you got more lung there. And now put your hands together. You're doing great. Relax your neck. Let your shoulders drop. Relax your shoulders and then go up another breath. Feel your abdomen come out of your pelvis. And now enjoy the stretch and take in more air and then slowly release the hands. This time, see if you can watch while your body, because you're really the observer, remember that. Your job in life is to be the experiencer. The person experiences this joyful opportunity of the great taste of food, the great taste of, the fresh air, the great excitement of moving your body around and doing all kinds of exercises. Like they taught me how to do 2-handed push-ups and stand on just one hand. I mean, it was just amazing what you can do when the energy, as you can see, holds your hands. Can you imagine when it holds your whole body? And that's totally possible. One of the people that was there at the clinic one time with us was Jet Li, if you know him. He's a martial artist, with #1 in China for 5 years, barehanded. And he was always getting injured, but he would come in there and the Grandmaster would say, treat him and fix his injuries. And then he'd go back out and he would be fine. So it's okay for you all to get bruised and injured if you can fix yourself. So bring it back to your heart again for a second. Keep your eyes closed. Now make a goal that every day in every way, you're going to get stronger and stronger in the energy because it's your birthright. You deserve it. You're a human being. This is why you're here. Your past means nothing. Your future hasn't happened yet. Your present, you can't even approach it because it happens so fast. So what you get is this wonderful experience of existence. It's existence time. As the present is manifesting, and you get to be the manifester. Just get with your power. So slowly sit down now for a second. And we have for you, people that want to work with me, we have a program where you can come to the booth or you can take a picture of this. But, Tony Robbins has been my client forever. Y'all know Tony. And then original biohacker Dave Asprey, I'm in his book. And this is one of the books that I'm in. Joe Mercola, anybody familiar with him? The guy who's anti-EMF and anti-anything that isn't super healthy. We love Joe. He's in one of my programs also. Scientists from the Ivy League universities, many people in business. Jay Abraham, great people. I've treated a lot of people in politics over the years because if you're a politician and you want to be able to function and do good for people, this energy has totally allows you to make great decisions that are, what did I tell you? Win, win, win. Because you have to understand, as Vish and I were talking the other day, is that in this discipline, it's very clear that there's 4 kinds of people. There's people that are win-win all the time, and that's you all, right? If you get a candy bar, you sort of share it with your friends, right? If you go in an ice cream store, you ask, hey, would somebody else like this? That's a win. That's a category 1 person. Those are the best people for you to hire and marry, okay, or employ. Then there's category 2 people that are the same, but they go unconscious once in a while. So they give you great ideas, but then they don't show up, but they're your friend, and they do an amend, and so they're still good people. Those people, there's a large majority of them. Those are category 2. The people you have to worry about are category 3, which are win-lose people. In other words, they like you losing. Have you ever met anybody? Have you ever been in business with someone like that? Have you ever married someone like that? Ever had a parent like that or a relative? And those people you need to be careful for, and the energy will teach you how to be stronger and stronger to be able to handle that, no matter whether you're that. Category 3 or category 4 is the conscious person like Stalin, or Hitler, some person who's actually focusing on how they can hurt you. And there's people like that out there. There's like 12%. So you want to know that in this world, we're still in a jungle, okay? And yes, I've had people who've won the Oscars. If you haven't gotten married yet, Vishen will tell you that you can still find your soulmate, and this allows you to be in the heart space so you're attracting the person you really deserve, not just trying to get them out here. Does that sound better? Yeah. And it doesn't matter your age, you can discover that you're talented and you can win all kinds of awards in painting. This gentleman reminds me of my mother because he came to me when he was 80, and he said, do you think I could learn to fly a plane? I said, what do you mean? He says, well, I need to pass the physical and everything, and I'm 80. I said, yeah. He says, if I learned to do these practices. So he did them, and his vision got super strong, and he was able to now fly. He buzzes all my lectures. This is the 8 areas that you can expect to get great results every day of your life. Remember, I told you when you stand up in the morning, it's going to happen. Every day in every way, you're going to be this Bengal tiger all the time. Wouldn't you like to be that strong all the time? That's how I want you to feel when you need it. So there's a dragon program I have for you, and we've got so many things in that program that will allow you to succeed. There's 12 modules in it. You get these audio programs that are 1 hour, 12 of those programs. It's valued a tremendous amount. We're just almost giving this away. You get physical techniques where you get to be able to focus and function. You get mental practices. You get rapid transformational techniques where I guide you to the higher levels of meditation. And then you also get bonus calls where we're going to work with you directly so you get onboarded right away. So this is all the things together. We're running out of time, but if you just take a picture of this QR code, you're set. So take a picture of this, take a picture of the screen. It's ridiculously priced, as you can see here, at $67 a month or $670 for one-time payment. But I want you to have this, and so we set it up just for this wonderful biohacking experience. Take a picture of dragonhos.co. You can go to that site, or if you take this picture here. I loved having you here. I could talk, as you see, for 10 hours and treat you. Come down to the booth. I'll see you there, and we'll all explain more about the energy to you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Vishen. We love you. Thank you for helping us out. He's such a gentleman. God bless that guy. Thank you all. I can't wait for you to have the victory that I know that you can have in your life.